Alright, what's going on everyone? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my first sort of character predictions video for The Walking Dead Season 5. Going to be doing sort of a spotlight on Michael Cutlass's Abraham. So this one won't contain spoilers for next season for The Walking Dead Season 5 or for the TV series, but it will contain spoilers for The Walking Dead comic book series if anyone hasn't read that yet and still intends to read Abraham's part in that. Basically, the television series version of him is going to be different, of course. You know, we've seen how different The Walking Dead AMC TV series has gone with certain characters, like, for example, Andrea has been one of conversation lately, as well as many others too. So this doesn't necessarily contain spoilers for that. I'm going to be kind of doing predictions and giving my thoughts on a character for next season and what I think we're going to see from him. So I think with regards to Abraham, he's a good one to do first because he's kind of a newcomer type of character, and I kind of view him similar as how Tyrese was last year. If you guys remember with Tyrese, he was introduced sort of mid-season 3, and he was kind of, you know, in the background of that season. He didn't really get that much time. He got a few things, you know, closer to the end, disagreeing with the governor, disagreeing with his position and what he was doing against Rick's group. And then the following season, in Season 4, he, of course, joined groups with Rick and became a very main focus for this season, getting into that fight with Rick early on, if you guys remember that, and, you know, having that love relationship with Karen. We had, you know, the Grove later on with him and Carol. We had him with the baby and with Lizzie and Mika. So he kind of was a new character that at first we didn't have that much time with, but then the following season he was, you know, like a main forefront character. I view Abraham as being pretty much the same way. We've just gotten a sort of a little bit of taste of who he is and what he's about, what he's doing with Eugene and Rosita, and I think next season we're going to see a lot from him, possibly some kind of fist fight with Rick, or at least some kinds of disagreements to the point where eventually, while they're on the road, after they escape Terminus, I would assume, you know, disagreements with Rick, sort of similar to how Tyrese was at first, until he kind of gets the idea that Rick has a bigger group, Rick is in charge, and that Abraham's going to have to kind of, if he wants to be a part of that group, he's going to have to kind of, you know, conform and, you know, get out of the habit of being the leader all the time. Maybe similar to that Tyrese situation, or similar to like a Shane-Rick type situation. Although hopefully he won't try to kill Rick. I don't think he would. But I think he'll be able to talk Rick into the whole, you know, saving the world type mission thing, getting Eugene to Washington, because Rick and the group are at a point right now where they really don't have much else to do. You know, they've lost the prison. They don't have that anymore. They're at this, you know, Terminus place where they're facing possible defeat, essentially where we left them off at. They kind of are almost in that position now where if Gareth wanted to kill them, he could have. So where they're going to go now, they're kind of lost in terms of purpose. They'll probably just try to find a new place to live, trying to find a safe place to stay. And Abraham having this mission to get Eugene to Washington, I think it makes a lot of sense for them to kind of join Abraham with that, because they don't really have much going on themselves. They don't have any place to go. So, you know, they're kind of lost. So this will give them sort of a mission or a direction to go on so they can head in that way with Abraham's group there. So with Abraham wanting them to come along, I'm sure he's going to have to kind of, you know, treat Rick with that respect, in that kind of, you know, regard. So I think that's going to be kind of cool to see how that works out, and, you know, the dynamics of how those two work together, how Rick and Abraham kind of, you know, get to know each other and coincide with each other, and how that all works out. Of course, they're going to be adding on the new character who is going to be Father Gabriel, or at least they should be. We've kind of seen pictures, so, you know, he'll be added in there at some point too along the way, I would think. So it'll be interesting to see how he, you know, fits in with the group as well too, because you have so many strong male characters. He was a survivor on his own. How did he survive? What did he do? That'll be kind of interesting to see. But with regards to Abraham, I'm probably most excited to see that. I'm most excited to see, you know, a bigger, stronger character, using the crowbar, of course, which is fun if he still has his crowbar, that is, if he can get it back. And just, kind of seeing one of those bigger, tougher guys just really kick zombie ass a lot. Now, in terms of how long he survives or what they do with him in terms of time range, I think is very interesting, because if you guys remember what happened to him in the comic book series, I won't give it away, it can't happen in that same way. So they're going to have to do something different with him. How long is he going to survive? What are they going to do? Should be pretty interesting to see. To make some predictions, I think he's good for at least a few seasons. I think he'll probably survive for at least maybe 3, 4, 5 seasons before they, kill him off around maybe season 7, 8, or 9, if they even do. And it's not for sure that they're going to. It's just that based on the storyline, I think that makes sense, but they don't necessarily have to, because they don't have to follow the comic books, and they're not going to do it the exact same way they did in the comic books. So he is a really cool character, and he is one that I kind of miss reading in the comic book series, because he's just kind of one of those badass types of dudes like Daryl that just are really good at kicking all kinds of ass. They're tough as nails. They're a good shot. He's got military experience, and I am excited to see what they do with him in season 5, although I don't know how much time he's going to get, because if you look at the cast, it's pretty stacked right now. They have a lot of characters, but one thing to Abraham's advantage is we've had Daryl, we've had Glenn, Tyrese, the others around for a while, and because Abraham is totally new blood, he's a totally new character, I think we're going to see a lot of episodes focused on him as we get to know him better, his relationship with Rosita and Eugene, what he's been doing all this time. I think he'll be a standout for The Walking Dead Season 5, and that's the reason why I decided to do a video giving sort of predictions and also kind of talking a bit about the character and what I think we're going to see. So let me know if you guys like this type of video. Let me know what you think they're going to do with Abraham. How long is he going to survive for? Let's do some guessing here. This isn't spoilers, because none of us know for sure. He could just survive forever. They change things too, right? Of course. Not to bring up Andrew again, but perfect example. So let me know what you guys think about all of that, and if you'd like to see another character next, who would you like to see? Write in the comments below, thumb it up if you agree with others. That way I can see who you'd like to see me do next. I'll probably do some Game of Thrones characters too, because another great series. So let me know what you guys think about all that. Pretty excited for the trailer. Should be coming up in a couple weeks. And yeah, if you like the video, please thumb it up, like it below. If you want to help support the channel, share it, and I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, as always, and I'm saying peace.